Tēnā koutou katoa, nau mai anō ki Hunting Aotearoa. Hei tēnei wiki tātou tūtaki atu ki te tanewhao Pōtiki, kia Milton Kiri. Kua horo tona rongo nui mo te mahi maumau tia, patu tia hoki, mārunga wakatopatopa. Ka ki te ona mahi maumau a kua ake nei, e hara i te tohu noi ho tā Adam, a muri ake i tērā. Nō reira, kia rite mai, he hōtaka whakahihiko i te ngākau, hei te haere. Hei tēnei wiki tātou kei o Pōtiki te rohe o whakatōhea. Kei ko nei tātou ko te kāturehe nei a Milton Kiri. E hia kē ngā tia i patua, e ia i ngā rāo mua, mai i runga i tōna wakatopotopa. Ai, e tikana te kōrero, he tangata māro tēnei. Ia tātou e aruaru ana, kua puta i a Milton, ngā kōrero mō na mahi puhitia, mai runga wakatopotopa, i roto i tēnei takiwa.
Yeah, this is how it happens. When you're going for a shot, you're buckling up. Put a bullet in the Armalite, AR-15, 2D3. And at the moment we're just going into the Rakamaras, which is the Motu.
Koe nei te wakatopotopa a ngā teina tuakana Lachlan, I ki te ai e koutou I mua.
That's the Mangatutara stream that we're flying up. And any minute now we're going to go down like we are now. We're quite low level, so it doesn't take time to turn around and get back onto a deer. We've just seen a deer. Alex has just cut some off. Yeah, and they'll turn reasonably violent, get in there quick before they get back in the bush, because it's only a fairly narrow stream. There they are, going through the river, going through the bush. I haven't done this for a while, so fire a couple of shots to get your eye on. Back in the day, all the deer needed to be shot in the head or the neck. If you shot them in the shoulder or the stomach or the bum, they decreased in value, so everything you shot would have to be the head or neck, so you got reasonably good at it. And I suppose you can't beat youth either.
Kāre e taia te peke noi horunga wakatopotopa puhiti ai. Me urānei ki te mahi, kia hona a hinungaro hoki, ki tō te pairata e whakaaro ana.
I just got the knife now. There's a little hole straight in behind its head, behind its neck. You can just slide your knife straight into it and the deer will be dead within half a second. You can do it when you're doing it all the time. You can kill a deer within, you just hop out, slide the knife into the back of its neck and it's dead. We'll be just lifting deer up now and bringing them back to one spot with their guts in, and we'll gut them into one spot. Most times you're never carrying deer on a long strop. The reason most guys put them on a short strop is that if you have to do a manoeuvre of any sorts, the long strop's not going to go back into the tow rotor, and it's just a safety thing. Just gutting them now. There's that hole I was just telling you about. Yeah, you used to get pretty fit. You're doing it every day. When you're shooting all the time, you could get down to 3 seconds to gut a deer, and you could do it without any of its puku on the deer. I'd cut a hole in the throat, so whenever you that cut there, whenever you lifted the deer up from the helicopter, all the blood that was in the deer would run out. So when you got it back to the chiller or something, there'd be no blood left in the deer. Yeah, that's why we always hung them from the neck, so they'd either drain or they're a lot easier to fly out aerodynamically. Yeah, after 12 months, after really a season using those strops, we'd throw them all away and replace with some new ones. Dry blood on them used to, well, you never give it a chance to break. Hughes 500 is an ideal machine for the job. Long skids, especially shooting. Catching, they were useless because they'd be in the way of the net gun. But yeah, you could get dropped off out on a tree with them, and if you had to get off at a distance, you could jump down onto the skid, climb out on, swing off it and land on the ground. You didn't have much of a jump. But that machine there will, with 100 pound of gas left in it, will carry easily 500, 450 kilos anyway of deer. About 1,000 pound.
A muri ngā whakatairanga ka kiaki au e Milton ki te mamautia. Ai, mai i runga poti. Ko te awa motu te awa taratahi, te awa parakore rawo te ka maui katoa. Koe nei te rohe whakamutungo Aotearoa i tā ki te mahere whenua, he maha ngā huatanga ke te noho huna tonu. Kaore e kore ko tēnei tetahi o ngā wā pai ake, huri no te motu. Hei tāpiri atu ki ona pukenga pupuhi mai i runga waka topa, he tangata kaha hoki a Milton ki ta hautu waki i rungi te awa motu, rawa ko tono hoa ngā wai, kua rawa kuri hoki. Hei tā Milton he rangi pai tēnei kia kite i ngā tohu kararehe ki te tahaua, hei pupuhi tia hoki. Ka haria te brau me ngā kuri ki uta hei whakaoho i ngā tia kia tata ki te tahaua ki ngā wāhi mārake-rake. Me whakarite au i taku pū. Pēnā e mahara ana koutou te tau tuatahi o Hunting Aotearoa, ka pai hoki taku mahi pupuhi taku tūtaki ngā atu ki a Milton. Aue, taku koe hoki. Hai, koe rita au ki te whakaatu i aku pukenga pupuhi anō ki a Milton. Mana pē tohu tuhu au i roto i ngā mahi pupuhi mai runga waka topa.
You want the good news or the bad news?
What do you mean good news or the bad news?
Well, the good news is that you're probably going to have a wash today. And the bad news is, mate, when these dogs chase a deer out, you're going to need those instead of that gun. So you pass me a gun, and I'll look after that. I'll look after the gun.
So in other words, I'm jumping in the river on top of a deer.
Yeah.
I appreciate you telling me that.
Well, you told me down there that you're quite tough, so I thought, well, we're going to soon see. And you're a good diver. You said you're a good diver.
Penny diver. There's no pennies in there.
Oh, well, there's going to be, hopefully, we're going to have a deer in there, and we're going to try and get you to jump on one, okay?
Notice you waited till you got me up here before you told me, eh?
Well, you wouldn't have come with us if we'd set it down there.
No way, mate.
Hey, how do you feel about
I'll
that?
take a hit for the boys, mate.
All
I'll
right.
take one.
Yeah, I know you won't back down.
You done this before, mate? I'm not the bloody gonna be the bloody first one to try this, am I?
No.
Motu?
No, you'll be about the second or third.
Over how many years?
Oh, just this year.
Oh, come on.
No. Nah, they used to do it a lot in the old days. They when deer were worth a few bucks, there was a lot of guys coming up here and doing that, dogging them and catching them alive. But it hasn't been done for 20 years, so it'd be just nice to recreate it again.
And the river's more swifter now than it was 20 years ago.
Yeah, it looks like it's got a lot more water in it today, but
More snags in there?
yeah, there'll be logs and snags in there. Is there anything you want to say to anybody before you do it? Huh?
Sweet as, mate. So what do? I jump out, grab
Okay. No, yeah. If it's in the river,
it, I pin it down, you're going to count to 3? Give me the 3 count or what?
we'll put you beside it. You just jump on top of it, grab it round the ear or the neck, hang on to it, try not to put its head under the water, even just grab an ear and then swim it to the beach. And when you get it to the beach, try and get it over to the shallow and then drag it into the shallows and use those straps to tie the two. You get the front leg and the back leg together, tie them up and and then turn the deer over and do the same with the other two. All right? It's easy, it's no problem.
Ki hai pau te 15 miniti, a ka puta te tahitia.
Push us out, mate.
Ka ruku tō tika atu ki te awa. Woohoo! Ka whakarita au I au anō ki te peke. Engari, ka rera te tia. Ota! I taku rukuhanga atu ki te wai, he ko peka noi ho te weto a te kaitango whakaaua I te kamera. Ki hai mau ia I taku ruku. Ia, Richie, ia! Tēnā, kia rita au mō ngā mahi tūraki kia pai mo te hoko atu. Woohoo! He nui te pūtea toro mano tāra mo tēnei tia. He maha hoki ngā Kings!
Went a long way, eh?
Whew. Fucking cold, mate.
Is it?
Your fucking balls are fucking vanished.
It should be hot. Oh, little yearly mine.
So we're going to pick up our 3 grand.
I say now this would be worth $70 max.
70 bucks?
We might as well let it go.
You told me it was worth 3 grand, that's why I jumped on it.
We're talking years ago. This is.
Oh, come on,
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah.
70 bucks won't even bloody pay for my dry cleaning my underpants.
No, I reckon after what the dogs did to this deer, I think we should just let it go.
Hei te mutungi ho ka whakamātau au I aku raho mo te kore noiho. Whitu te kautara noiho te utu mo tērā tia. Tau kuri e. Hoi anō, ngā mihi o mo e rā mahi miharo runga waka topa topa mo e rā mahi hoha runga poti.
E te whānau te kororo awhina mo tēnei wiki, ngā momo nahi. All Adam, great range of Gerber tools here, mate.
Here's Howie. There's all but a small range of Gerber tools that's available on the market these days. What we have over here is our Goods of Camp Tool Survival Tool Knife. Great for a pig sticker. Nice rubber, non-slip handle, good trigger guard, very strong knife.
Very common with the pig hunter.
Very common with the pig hunter. Good old multi-tool. I think every hunter or backpacker or anyone who goes out in the outdoors should have one of these at their side. It's a Gerber multi-tool, multifunctional, has a can opener, bottle opener, knife, screwdriver. Great thing to have around camp.
About this gizmo here.
This basically can replace the old camp axe. Very, very good pruning saw. Basically, that's what they are, it's pruning saw.
Okay, mate, let's have a demo.
All right, come up there. Just like that.
Just like that. Comes
Very,
with an
very
extra
quick.
blade.
Extra blade. This is a fine tooth blade. Also good if you want to cut through a brisket of a deer, bigger animal. That'll slice through bone, no problem at all.
Of course, the old reliable machete there.
Yes, this is a new one by Gerber in their machete range. Of course, we've got our good length size machete, but also on top they've added a saw edge, which also will cut through bigger limbs. This has been very, very useful and very effective. Then what we have here is a multi-purpose clip blade. Okay, it's a folder. Nice, compact, good general purpose knife. Little clip edge there, can get away with a little bit of skinning, knife cutting your vegetables, slicing meat, whatever you like to do with it.
Which one would you recommend?
It all depends, Howie. If I wanted to skin an animal,
Right, I've got a rabbit right here.
got a rabbit.
Got it just this morning.
Right, the good thing about this is it's got a drop point, okay? It's less likely to hook into the gut cavity, spill its stomach acids everywhere and ruin the meat. So the basic principle with this, cut a little knock in there, get your fingers in there, open it up, put your blade between your two fingers, hook them in there, and then run your blade up the animal,
Just like that.
just like that.
Now does type of steel make any difference to your knives?
The type of steel will determine whether the knife blade is hard or it's soft. Now a hard edge or hard blade, very hard to sharpen but has better edge retention, where the soft blade sharpens very easy but loses its edge very, very quickly as well. So
What about that thing down there? Is that a laser knife or something?
this little gizmo here is a tracking device. It's great if you shoot an animal on dusk, runs off, loses a blood trail. You've got a combination of a light here. Click on the bottom one and you see these different coloured lights. This will actually pick up the blood trail and enable you to follow that animal and get to it as quickly as possible and dispatch it humanely. Great thing to have. No problem, Howard.
E te whānau, koe nei te kōrero awhina, mo tēnei wiki, Gerber Tools.
Yeah.
Hei muri ngā whakatairanga, ka whakaatu mai te tangata tohu Adam, e hara i te tangata tohu noi hoia. Ko e teihi mata tāku e hia ana, kāre he tangati tua atu i te tangata tohu Adam, hei ho mai mata. G'day, mate.
Hey, Howie.
Aren't you that handsome fellow on TV?
Oh, mate, don't start.
Don't start it. I'm actually after a bit of hammer there.
What kind are you after, Howie?
Hammer that goes straight, mate.
They go straight.
The old
What
eyes got a bit
kind of
blunt.
calibre, mate? What kind of calibre?
308, mate.
308. I've just happened to have a packet here that someone left behind, so it'll be just ideal.
Sounds good to me, mate.
Yeah, right. Need a licence before I can sell you this, though?
License?
Yeah.
Fishing license?
No, shooting licence, mate. Firearms licence.
Shooting license.
You actually got one of those?
There you go, mate.
Finally? Finally passed the test?
Mate, I've had one for
You're
5 years.
a handsome bloke, eh?
I reckon.
Excellent. Well, that's good as done.
Choice, mate.
I'll put this in a packet for you.
Actually, mate, a few of my uncles have been giving me a bit of lip about who's that Pākehā fella on TV giving all those tips out. Does he know what he's talking about or what?
Mate, I've got customers coming all the time giving me the same grief, watching the program, loving it and saying, mate, you're all talk and no show. So it gets a bit embarrassing.
Well, I'm actually off to Tikawiti tomorrow, a place called Lowry, to hunt with a mate of mine called Mike.
Yeah? Nice, nice.
How about you tag along, mate?
Hey, I'd love to.
You can show our punters out there that you're not all
hey,
crap.
anything to get off work, mate, honestly.
Well, you picked me up about 7,
You're 7?
Sparrow's Fart?
Sparrow's Fart's good as done, I'll be there.
and we'll head on for a hunt.
Yeah, right, good as done.
Sounds
Hey,
good
excellent,
to me,
mate, looking forward to it.
See you
Take care,
tomorrow.
mate. All right, mate. We'll
Okay,
catch you later.
Okay, bro.
Hey, you haven't paid for that yet, Howie?
I just put on my tab, mate.
What tab? You don't have one.
Richie Curtis.
Rick.
See you in the morning,
See
brother.
you, mate.
Ka haere māua ko Adam, ki rangi nui I roti te rohe o Aria. G'day, mate. How's it going, Mark?
Hey, Howie, how are you?
I told you I'd be back, mate.
Yeah, have I seen you before on Crime Watch?
No, this fella here, my mate Adam, I thought I'd bring him up for a bit of a hunt.
Oh,
Adam?
okay.
Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Adam,
Nice to
how's
meet you.
things?
Good,
Yeah.
thanks. Good, good.
Warm, eh?
Bloody hot.
Keen for a hunt?
Absolutely, yeah.
Should we go inside and make a plan?
I think so.
Come on, guys.
Great little place you got here, mate.
Yeah, no, it's nice. Yep, it's really comfortable, really insulated and warm, really warm in the wintertime, which is our main hunting season, so, that's important. Yeah.
And no power, but you got the old lights there and you got the old gas.
Yep, it's hot and cold water, which is important after a hard day in the hills. Got to have good shower and wet back, the fireplace there. We do a bit of cooking on that, but also got gas hobs and works really well.
What are some of the packages you offer your punters?
Well, especially overseas hunters, they come to New Zealand and they want to shoot a lot of them want to shoot every species available, so they can say, right, I've been to New Zealand, now next year I'm going to go to Africa, or the States, or just whatever. You know, a lot of guys going to Russia now. So we do sika, rusa, ram, fallow, and of course the red stag, you know. And then a lot of guys we send to the South Island, they shoot a tara and a chamois. But to shoot tara and chamois, you've got to be pretty fit and dedicated. Yeah, so not saying that this is not hard, but alpine hunting's just harder again. The way we hunt in New Zealand is so different to how they hunt. You know, guys in the States still sit in trees, you know, for a day and watch for an animal to walk past and shoot it. Whereas not many Kiwi hunters would do that, you know. Yeah.
Well, I've actually brought my mate Adam here because he's been on our show before demonstrating tips on how to clean a rifle, how to maintain a rifle and the different calibers of rifle and ammunition. And you know, people out there are sort of curious on whether he can actually shoot something. So I've brought Adam up here to sort of put a bit of...
Dispel the myth.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. So what have we got planned for Adam today?
Well,
he's fit, mate.
I think if we can get really close, 20, 30 metres, we've probably got a pretty good chance of getting him one. You know, like, what do you reckon?
Well, that's well, I fall asleep with all this talking.
He reckon he went through 2 packets of bullets yesterday firing his rifle in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're probably going to have to shoot a red stag or something really big, you know, get a nice big target. Yeah. Yeah, fallow deer, rooster deer, they're a bit small, and, you know, these first timers, it's pretty hard for them, really. Yeah, so we'll try and find a nice big red stag. Yeah, good flat shot, get him a rest, you know, so the nerves don't kick in, and, yeah.
We've got our brace there. We've got our brace and everything there. I'm ready to...
Yeah. We'll give him a go, though, eh?
Ka timata te haere ki ngā ngahere me ngā pāmu, e hari te pupuhi kararehe pāmu tā māua mahi. He kararehe puhi katoa e nei, ka puta mai te ngahere ki te kai ngā whai mā rake rake. Ara, he tohu kārere he tonu. Ara te tari ana nunui. Tēnā Adam, hoa ke atu koe. Ana nā he ropu nunui.
Yes. Got his tongue in there.
Hey Mark, not bad for 42, 43 yards, eh mate?
Yep. Just shows you these townies can shoot when they have to, eh mate?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Yeah. We said shoot the first one, and he shot the fourth one, you know, that's not too bad.
I was giving it lead like a duck.
Oh, that's the way, that's the way. Yep.
So actually, how far actually was it actually?
It was 246 metres.
On the run?
Yeah, on the run, yeah. Standing
actually,
still.
It stopped, didn't it?
Yeah, on the run, standing still, yeah.
Well, Adam, at least you know, you talk about the ammo, you talk about the rifles,
not all
you talk
talk,
about the
Howie.
scope. Not all talk, mate. It's not bad.
And all retail is bullshit.
Not bad for a city slicker. Any of your coppers hunt, mate?
Pardon?
Many of your coppers, your co-workers hunt?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Most of them in the shop, yeah, we all get out and do it. It's part of why you own a store.
I suppose it helps too, eh?
Yeah, it certainly does.
You wouldn't want to go and buy a used car from a school teacher, would you?
No.
So how often would you get out?
Oh, whenever the opportunity arises, really.
You hear the sizzling on the barbecue already? Ko te ahua nei e mātou pai ana, Adam. Ki ona mahi. Oh, haka. Tōna hoi hoki. You right there, mate?
Yep.
Ngā mihi kia Mark Brew, Sure Brew, o Ranginui Lodge, naua ko kai aruaru a Adam Robotham, mo tōna whakaatu mai, he kai aruaru tūturuia.
Hoki mai anō a te rā wiki ki te hōtaka pukumutunga mō tēnei wā o Hunting Aotearoa kia ki te ai koutou i ngā huatanga muri kamera me ngā mahi miharo i o ti a mātou. Ka kite!
Okay, we're going to head down, boy. We're on our way.